Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? Good day. Good day to one and all. Step back and give yourself a well-deserved round of applause if you made it to this day, if you made it to this year, if you made it to this month, if you made it, period. Step back and give yourself a well-deserved round of applause if you are happy that you are in this realm, celebrating life in this realm. If you are happy that you're celebrating life in this realm, please give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Well-deserved round of applause. You know, take that time out and really give yourself a well-deserved round of applause, please. You know? Give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. Come on, you can do it. It's all about loving yourself. Come on, you can do it. Give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. Put it in the chat. Give yourself a well-deserved round of applause that we're in this realm, we're enjoying this realm, and you are living life. And every day above ground is a new day, a new beginning. Every day above ground is a new beginning. Every life has its own song, and I hope you are singing your song, your return to the planet, coming out of the dream realm this morning or last night or taking naps. Give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. Yes, you can do it. Please like, subscribe, and share this because that's what it's all about for me. I'm here to help. And I want to say happy born day to one of my dear friends, Stacia Gregorio. She was a model. She is a designer. She is extraordinary family from out of Trinidad and Tobago. Happy birthday to my dear friend born today. Yesterday was a friend of mine's birthday too. Jade. Big up to Jade. Yesterday was her born day. The great Jade, or AKA everybody know Jade as Lioness Crown. I did text her for her birthday. Happy belated birthday to Jade. You know, celebrating her birthday. And yesterday, I hope she had a great time. I didn't really get to come up and say anything about her birthday yesterday. But today is my dear friend Stacia Gregorio's birthday. Yesterday was Jade's birthday. Lioness Crown. Those who know her, you know, she hosts a lot of the, I know she's hosting an event in California with Riza Islam. And she's one of my friends and clients, I can say that. And she's doing great work in our community. And that's what we thrive to do in this realm. Because today's topic, big up to all you Aries people out there. It's your time now. Pisces, we've passed through Pisces. Your time. I said the Duke of Tears' birthday was recently, and all the different great people's birthdays. And now we're coming into the Aries energy. Again, happy birthday to Lioness Crown yesterday, aka Jade, and happy birthday to Stacia Stacia Gregorio, you know. So big up, big up, big up. Enough respect to them. And Aries is comes with a lot of passion. When you're born under that sign of Aries, it comes with a lot of passion, and especially because Aries is connected to the number 9. Scorpio is also connected to the number 9, where Aries come with that fiery, warring energy, but it's not always war to be destructive, but it's also Aries have to learn to war against the negative energy that might be coming in from outside, and mentally, physically, and spiritually. They have to understand that the fire that they exude is there to purge and clear and cleanse and sometimes burn down the way so they can clear the way for their life. You know, um, Shaggy is born October 22nd, and Chronix is born October 10th. And they sang a song called "I Wish You Would." I bet you wish you never burned that bridge. Oh no. And now you got to cross it. One thing about Aries, they can burn bridges, but at the end of the day, if they do burn bridges, if they do use that fire to burn bridges, then they would they probably had to burn those bridges, whether it's with relationships or whatever. If they did use that to burn any bridge, use that fire energy of the Aries and that hard-headed ram horn, then it was necessary for them to do that. You know, it was necessary for them to do that. Okay, so big up to all the Aries and individuals out there celebrating their born day or their cosmic return or what have you, and of course things when you start in Aries system in Aries season, listen, you know what, don't listen, but just be aware of the material side warring against the physical side in the Aries season. Remember, it's the material side warring against the physical side because it's connected to that war energy sometimes. And you start hearing about wars and rumors of wars, uh, America and China and Japan and Germany and all that. You're going to hear, wars always start getting even heated in society. And because Aries is connected to the number 9, and this is a 9-year. Remember, taking the higher road is very important. As long as nobody put their hands on you and all that kind of stuff or disrespect your family, just always remember to take the higher road, because 9, which is connected to Aries and Scorpio, 9 is the highest single digit number. And anytime you multiply anything to 9, when you do 9 times 9 adds up to 81, which is a 9. It brings it back to yourself when you multiply it. But when you add 9 to any number, multiplication is different than addition in certain senses, but multiplication is supposed to be exaggerated addition. So when you add 9 to any number, it brings that particular number back to itself, like 9 plus 1 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 9. So 9 is a very significant number. And so because Aries, according to astro numerology or numerology, Aries and Scorpio is connected to that 9, both the positive and the negative. The best thing for people connected to those 9 energies or in a number 9 year is take the humanitarian route, the highest level of accomplishment, the highest level of service, the highest level of creativity, because 9 is a very special number according to the science, and 9 is the highest single digit number on the number scale, single digit number. Okay, so that's what's important. Again, happy birthday to Jade. Happy birthday to Stacia. Today is Stacia's birthday. Yesterday was Jade's birthday. Beautiful women all the time. Enough respect to them. And yes, big up to your California. Big up to your son Jawara. Yes, his birthday was March the 25th. Yeah. Big up to your son also, who celebrated his birthday. And Dr. Laila Africa transitioned in the Aries cycle also. So, he transitioned on March 21st. Make sure y'all support Dr. Laila Africa's website, lailaafrica.com. Okay. So, and enough respect to everybody right now that is in Florida. I couldn't make it out there for the Irama Music Awards. He called me today also because he thought I was in town. He forgot. He don't check his WhatsApp, brother Mr. Martin. He didn't check his WhatsApp to let him know what I was going through with the father and everything else. I just had to. I didn't want to be around too many people. That's why I didn't go down to Florida. But he called me to be one of the presenters on the stage today because he thought I was in town because tomorrow is the award. He thought I was in town and he called me to be one of the presenters. Beanie Man have confirmed to be there. And it would have been good to see Beanie Man, who's an old friend of mine. I wrote about him, got pictures in my book. Everton Blender. It would have been good to see Everton Blender and Sharon Gordon and Sandra Daly and all of them, and Mr. Ephraim Martin also. It would have been good to see them. But, inshallah, if Allah wills, if the Creator wills, next year I will definitely go and down there, and I'll be a guest, get my passes and all that. I mean, they sent me passes and all that. They sent me passes via email and everything. But I just don't feel like being around too many people right now in the spirit of what's going on in my life, and still have to maintain a happy disposition in dealing with certain things. So, again, today's lesson, and those that are new to my channel, this is the Ministry of Numerovation. And the Ministry of Numerovation is recognizing divine digital codes as a guide, not just through your birthday or through your name, but also through words that we use on a daily basis. So today's lesson was inspired by an older numerologist from the early 1900s, as I was looking into her book that was written about 1913. Because I have a whole USB, I have a whole USB that has a bunch of old books going back into the 1900s. And as I was reading and studying that book, this saying came to mind, came in the book. And I was like, wow, this is a powerful saying. And this saying is, those who don't realize that they are a walking song. Every life has its own song, just like your heartbeat. If you listen to it in the rhythm of the heartbeat, if you hear the stream of your blood going through your jugular vein, if you listen to the pulse in different parts of your body, they have a certain beat. It's a song that's happening. And once you recognize that it is a song, and every life has its own particular song, its own particular melody, its own particular symphony, its own particular orchestra. They got organs in the body that has its own vibration, its own frequency. And because we are part and parcel of our mother and our father, when mom and dad came together, they created a new song. You just don't recognize the song. They created a new frequency. They created a new vibration, a new taste, a new fingerprint, a new footprint, a new eye retina scan. Oh, there's a major creation going on when man and woman come together, when the divine feminine and the divine masculine become one. No matter if you're with the child's mother or you're with the child's father anymore, if you're not with them, you still created a child that has their own individual footprint, their own individual fingerprint, their own eye print, all of that. Taste and different smells because of the combination of mother and father coming together, the great mother and the great father coming together. That's why I'll never separate the two. Oh, the divine feminine is better than the divine masculine. Everything is necessary. Divine feminine came first, and no. That is not the truth in esoteric, deeper science. It's not the truth. We can be if you start looking, you'll see that at one point the masculine energy was called the invisible energy and the female energy was called the manifestation. And then they reverse roles. One point, at another system, they called the feminine energy the invisible, and then the masculine energy was the manifestation. They keep on reversing role. Which one is it? But when you go back to ancient Asiatic, which goes right back to the melanated people of Asia, the yin and the yang complements, not argue with each other. They complement each other, complementing. So both energies, masculine and feminine, is supposed to complement in order for things to manifest in this realm together. Whether one is invisible or one is manifestation, and one we just recognize and seen as just the womb, but there's energy in the womb which might be considered masculine, and all that is this is what we're going through. And then we want to make us better. Yes, the European patriarch did snatch away the woman, no doubt, snatch away the feminine aspect, no doubt, because they seen what we were doing. They seen that we brought balance when we had the two together. They seen that they understood in more ancient times, we understood spiritual governance and physical governance, where both of them share power, but both of them have to consult each other. Understood that we also understood that there was the intuitive and there was the logical. Both of them support each other now, because where logic stops, we got to go to the intuition. And where intuition wants to manifest something, they have to go to the logic. People keep on forgetting. There's a balance here. So I'm never going to take away the balance ever again. I'm always going to find the balance. Because I can't clap with one hand. I don't walk with one leg. The balance is what keeps me that move and that flow when we walking. It's that's that balance. When we clapping, it's you know what I'm saying? It's all there if we understand it. I'm not pushing nobody in front of nobody. We walking together. That's what we're supposed to do. But this is those that are new to my channel, this is the ministry of numerovation. The ministry of numerovation, recognizing divine digital codes as a guide. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please spread love via donation. Donate with love. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and the new Cash App, which goes to my son's account. And then he let me know by the end of the week or whatever. And then we do what we got to do to make sure he gets what he has to get and all that. It's all family now, family stuff, inspired by team. And remember, when you circulate funds to any channel, remember these words. Currency is circulating back to me, and those who support me a trillionfold. Say those words, say those things, because you want to put that mantra out there that anybody you support, you want it to come back to you, return. It's reciprocal energy. Just like breathing, inhaling and exhaling is reciprocal. The filtration of the heart, using the heart as a pump, is reciprocal in the body. The lungs, it's reciprocal. It's all reciprocation. Give and take, yin yang, balance, complementing. Not opposition, family. It's not opposition. Okay? So, this is the lesson, family. Those that are new to my channel, this is the lesson today. This is the lesson today. Every life has its own song. Are you willing to sing it? And are you willing to sing it and communicate it to the world in your own way, your own art, your own music, your own book, your own way of cleaning? Even when I was a maintenance man, let me say this, even when I was a maintenance man, I took pride in cleaning the warehouse that I was cleaning and the flea market that I was cleaning, the Glenwood Flea Market back in the 80s, over there off of Glenwood Avenue. I took pride because I presented and represented the song that I was. I am the writer of that song. And everybody that knew Glenwood Flea Market, they'll see it always. All four of these long ass lanes was spotless because I was there. And then we had a reggae booth. They had all different types of vendors inside this flea market called Glenwood Flea Market back in the day, Farragut and Glenwood and around those areas. And they had all kinds, but I had to make sure, even when the crowd was coming in, I was moving through to make sure by the time I wouldn't have too much dirt all over the place. By the time the night was over, all I had to do was just sweep a little and mop. But that was my song that I sung to show people that even if I'm cleaning something, I'm going to clean it and show people that that is the particular song of cleaning. Because I used to hear the reggae music bellowing throughout the whole thing, and I would be cleaning to Gregory Isaac or cleaning to Dennis Brown or cleaning to Bob Marley. As long as music was playing, I was just moving and cleaning, singing with Bob Marley, singing with Dennis Brown. You taking pride in what you do. So even if you work for somebody, put pride in it. Sing your best song while you're working for somebody. Sing your best song while you're a cleaning lady. Sing your best song while you're a babysitter. Sing your best song while you're a producer, a promoter. Sing your best song while you cleaning out horse stables and elephant stables if you work for the circus. Work your best. Sing your best song. Present your best song even when you work in warehouses. Present yourself. Show people that you are valuable and you respect yourself so much that you're going to give the best of who you are. You're going to show them that you have a song to sing, even in whatever circumstances where you're at, whatever you're working for. Even if you semi-homeless at this time, still represent yourself respectfully. Does that make sense, family? Please put the number 1 in the chat if it makes sense. If it makes sense, put the number 1 in the chat, please, if it makes sense. Because all of us are part of this energy force that can't be created and can't be destroyed. It's continual. It's continual, like it's a continual flow state. Big up the flow state in the building. Continual flow state. There's somebody in here named Flow State too. Big up to Flow State. Big up to Mr. Boogie Ja. Wagwan. So yes. Big up to Goddess Energy in the building. Big up to Goddess Energy on Instagram. Big up to LIJ23. Big up to Mikkel the Great. Mark the Builder. Holistic Herb Bay. Big up to all of them in the building right now on Instagram also. So it's a constant flow. That's why if you think about music, life without music, I can't get no life without music, without a song. And when you think about music and its 7 notes, the 7 notes create so many different forms of music throughout the world. Whether you enjoy it or not, there's just 7 notes doing it. You know what I'm saying? So going to the lesson. Let me show the lesson now. Let me go to the lesson before I go back and forth. All right. Let me go to the lesson because today's lesson is very important. Every life has its own song. And this was inspired by Miss Dow Balliet. Dow Balliet, an innovator of numbers vibration in the early 1900s. The teacher of Dr. Julia Seton and her daughter, Juno Jordan, I believe her last name was, and her daughter, Dr. Juno, because both of them became doctors. But it was Julia Seton who invented the word that we use today called numerology. The principles she didn't invent, but the word that was coined by a Dr. Julia Seton. You're going to see Julian Staton, but I've explained this before. More than likely, it was a more male chauvinist thing back in those days. European male chauvinist, let me clarify that. A lot of that we've picked up and inherited over the years. However, Dr. Julia Seton was the one, the female, the adopted woman who coined the word numerology. And I did the research on it, and I can prove it. Okay, I got all the books and all that stuff, and even her numbers vibration is about leaving legacy, and she did. And then when I checked out Julian and I checked out Julia, the daughter even wrote a book. Julian, nothing else is up around Julian Staton. Everything about Julia Seton as a writer and author who also spoke about numerology or numbers vibration, who she studied under Miss L. Dow Balliet, or Ballet. But I think French is ballet, like ballet, right. This, when I looked online, according to online search of the quote, it says this beautiful quote reminds us that each person is unique, like I was saying about the fingerprints and footprints, with a life that expresses its own rhythm, message, and energy. Just like every song has its own melody and meaning, every life has its own journey and purpose. Woo! Can I get an amen or a woman in the chat? Every life, that part right there, has its own journey and purpose. And some people might leave this planet without even sharing their purpose. But there's an old saying that says the world needs your unique gift. Don't leave with them still inside of you. Don't leave this planet with your gifts. Even if it's one gift that you reveal, let that one out. If you got 2 of them, if you got 3 of them, if you got 4 of them, but if you got one gift, don't leave this planet without sharing that one gift. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm really serious about this. If you understand what I'm saying, please put the number 2 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Put the number 2 in the chat if you understand and understand. Diana is dope. What's up, lady? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Put the number 2 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Just that last part of this online meaning of this quote. Every life has its own journey and purpose. And numbers can help you through numerovation, or what Lloyd does called astronumerology. Cardology can help you. Cosmophysics with Ra Aku and Aquarius Maximus with her I Ching and cardology, and Nina Diamond and all the great ones that are doing it. As long as you resonate with them to want to help you and you want to be helped to find your purpose. And sometimes you're not even going to agree with the purpose that we might state to you. But if you really take an account, an internal introspective account, then you're going to say, maybe this makes sense in this way. Maybe this makes sense. Because if I tell people that they're supposed to write, it don't mean you're supposed to write an extensive book. Maybe you're supposed to just write children's books. Maybe you're supposed to write homework assignments. Maybe you're supposed to write workbooks. Maybe you're supposed to write a novel. Maybe you're supposed to do something. If I see a lot of writer's numbers in your chart. My mother has a lot of writer's numbers around her. My father has writer's numbers around him. But my mother, her penmanship is very good because she was taught penmanship. My father's penmanship, when I look at his letters, their writing is also very good because they was taught in the Caribbeans about penmanship and all that kind of stuff and dealing with English because Britain ruled Jamaica for a majority of the time after Spain. So although they have writer's numbers, maybe you have writer's numbers, but maybe you're not confident enough to reveal You're right. And you don't understand how to format it. Many people have come to me and said, I just don't know how to do it. I don't, and sometimes I tell people the first time that I ever wrote my first book, this book, big up to Stacia Gregorio. Stacia, the one that's celebrating her birthday, she helped me with this book. She was the one that questioned me about the book, questioned me, gave me certain pointed questions to ask, and then I answered it on a recording, and she typed it up for me. And then from there, I was able to flow. Now I opened up to it and was able to write. So there's many ways of writing your own book, even if by recording first and then sending it to a transcriber. Every life has its own song. Write your song. And it doesn't have to be a song that you sing. It could be a song that you have to convey to your family, your will, whatever it is. Write your song. I'm writing my songs. This is just one of the songs. That's just one of the songs. That's just one of the songs. Y'all know, it's just one of the songs. Here's my other songs. 5 other songs. 5 songs. Here's my other song. 6 songs. Here's my other song. 7 songs. Write your song. It's yours to write. But you know how many people, how many millions of people have left this earth and never got to share their gift in the way that they should have or could have shared it? You know how many people who have left this earth who didn't share their song because every life has its own song? You know how many people have left this planet and they didn't share their song? Every artist that you know got why you know this artist today is because they shared this song. Why you know of this artist today is because they shared this song with you. And it's all right. It's all right to share your song. Share your song. Share your ideals. Share your thoughts with the world or with your community or with yourself, with your own memoirs, your own journal. Share your song. And if you don't want to share it with the world, then don't share it with the world. As long as you let it out. So if somebody in your family finds it, like big up to Brother Rich and his sister, Radiohead Rich and his sister, they found their mother's memoirs and stuff that she write true, and they produced the children book and made money from the children book. I bought the book because I understand the importance of leaving memoirs, and your children supposed to carry it on. And if the children don't carry it on, the grandchildren. If the grandchildren don't, maybe the nieces and nephew. If the nieces and nephew don't carry it on, maybe somebody that was a friend of yours. I remember Les Brown teaching on that one day. And I think that lecture is up. I remember Les Brown years ago teaching on a friend of his was such an excellent, prolific speaker and writer. And when he asked her to join him on the speaking platforms, before all of this, before social media and all of this, YouTube and all that, before all of this, Les asked him, and he was trying to say, hey, you're good at this, you're good at this. But the problem was, you know who the problem was? It was her husband that did not believe in her. It was her husband that shot it down. It was her husband that didn't allow her to grow. You can't allow people to shoot your talents and your gift down. And sometimes, without even them knowing, sometimes your parents do it. Sometimes your sister does it. Your brother does it. Sometimes your cousin does it. Don't let people stop you from singing your mother flipping songs. I didn't let them do it for me. So going back to the lessons that I wrote, going back to the notes, it says spiritual perspective, life as a divine expression. Dr. Valentine says men and women are not a job description, they are an experience. You came to experience life. So life as a divine expression. Spiritually, your song is your soul's purpose, energy, and vibration. And if you choose to hold it into yourself and hold it under a bushel basket, that's you choosing to do that. But sometimes there's people in your on your road to development that try to stunt your growth. Your thoughts, action, and present create a spiritual sound that reflects who you are at the deepest level. But you got to dig deep. And when you dig deep, you got to pull it out. No two souls have the same song, which makes every being sacred and valuable. Let me say that again for those who don't understand. Right now in Florida, in Coral Springs Center, my brother, Mr. Martin, is having a presentation called IRAMA, International Reggae and World Music Awards Ceremony, supporting and celebrating the souls that have their own song. The Beanie Man, the Naiji, the Oliver Samuels, all of these great reggae and world beat artists will be converging tomorrow. I wish I could have been there. I'm going to get the live stream and watch it anyway. I'm going to watch it on live stream. It's not that much. But remember what I'm saying. No two souls have the same song, which makes every being sacred and valuable. So whoever is going to be on that stage, the celebration is of their valuable, sacred song that they gave to the world through music. Everton Blender. Lift up your hands and hold them up high. We know that we win the prize. Nobody's going to sing that song like Everton Blender. Beanie Man. Oh, na, 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 na. I said, I send them way. Zaga. Nobody's going to sing that song like Beanie Man. And whoever artist is there, no one is going to sing that song. It's their sacred value that they offer to the world, and it became something that is supportive on a higher level. So I'm telling you, family, you're no different than a Beanie Man. You're no different than an Everton Blender. You're no different than a Shaggy. It's just, are you willing to elevate your song to reach the world's table, reach the world's platform? I went up to number 5 on the reggae chart, and when I felt that I got robbed, realizing that I really didn't get robbed, it's just that the producer didn't understand how to work my music and turn it into magic for the world to have it. But I felt I got robbed, so I left reggae music alone from that capacity of singing and getting on stage, and went to radio and television and sang my song there. You know? Became a top radio host, morning show host. First Caribbean program on C-SPAN 2. First Caribbean program on C-SPAN 2. With $1 million insurance and everything. Big up to Mr. Winters and Mr. West of that time, who was my producers. I was the host. So I've sang different songs in different arenas, but it was still the same me, because I came, look at the lesson, authenticity and purpose. I came with an authentic love for what I want to do, and I had a purpose behind it. So embracing your unique song means living in alignment with your truth, gifts, and spiritual path. How many of you out there know you have a gift, but you're holding it back. Please put the number 4 in the chat, because sometimes the number 4 is the number of confinement. That's why I say that. How many of you have a gift out there and you know you've been holding it back? Or you have multiple gifts and you know you've been holding it back? Put the number 4 in the chat. Look at this. People putting in the 4. And this is I want y'all to be honest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. Not everybody's honest. Big up to Goddess Energy. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. Honesty is the first form of healing what you're going through. Mike, thank you. Dom, thank you. 841, Andy, Amy, Flow State. Thank you. Amy said, out of fear of not being understood. And you know, Amy, I look at your name and I can see why. I can see just that name. When in actuality, Amy, you have to have an aim. And when you have that aim like an arrow, you don't stop. You make sure you focus that aim. That's what the root word of Amy. You're supposed to be able to focus and let that arrow go. So, Amy, what I would suggest to you, if I did a session for you, just by looking at your name, because in actuality, the name Amy in the Pythagorean adds up to the number 12, which deals with creativity and compassion. And then you will expand, because the 1 deals with creativity, the 2 deals with being compassionate about what you want to do and never letting it go. And then that number 3 says you got to expand it now. Grow. That part. I'm not even looking at your birthday. I don't need your goddamn birthday. People don't realize I don't need your birthday. I'm looking at your name, because your name reveals your gift, talents, and skills, your expression, your personality, your soul urge. She threw up her birthday like I give a damn. I didn't give a damn about your birthday, respectfully. You got the same birthday as my grandfather. 9 represents finishing what you start. Stop starting and stopping and starting and stopping. But I looked at your name. I didn't need your birthday. And sometimes we get shut down because we're not willing to think and work towards the highest level of the song that we came to sing on this planet. Every life has its own song. Every life needs. Every life has its own song. Every life, every name has its own meaning, not only from a etymology perspective in the study of name, but from a mathematical perspective, of which I am very proficient at looking at. That's why I ask people to send me their full name and date of birth. That's why I ask you to send me your full name and date of birth and an email when you want to book a session with me, because I got to send you the details. And my job is to help you recognize some of your greatness, especially depending on what question you have to share with me, because that's my gift. And I want all of you to respect my gift, then I could help you to respect your gift. I want all of you to respect my gifts so I can help you respect your gift. That's why I do what I do. Don't look at me because I'm not showing you no Lamborghini and no house and all that. I live in a house. But I'm not one of those people that flaunt what I got. That's why I don't wear jewelry and all that no more. I almost got killed in high school with a gold chain on my neck. And that's why I said, you know what? Wearing this stuff is not worth it. I might wear a ring or whatever, but wearing that stuff is not worth it. Wearing that stuff was not worth it because I almost got stabbed to death. in high school because I used to love gold. Yes, I had a big nameplate. You know, back in the day in the 80s, the nameplate and the Lee jeans and the Shams the Baron shirt. I had the clog boots, a real Jamaican, real Caribbean with the Kango hat tilt to the side. They tried to kill me in Erasmus. They tried to kill me. And I believe I was just expressing myself. And I can admit I was following friends that used to wear gold and all that kind of stuff. Big up to my man Glad and Gary and Barry and all these guys that I used to hang out with and do my dirt with. And we wore gold and we thought it was, but they came to kill me in Erasmus, high school. They came to kill me. My mother don't even know this until I say these stories. And the guy came, pulled out a Rambo knife, or it looked like one of them big ass knives, and came and snatched and stabbed me. But the knife went through between my arm, between my chest and my arm, and it stabbed my shirt, and it didn't stab me. And he realized, yo, he's not even bleeding. He dropped the knife and pulled out a gun. Because when he came and reached, I just pushed him back like, yo, what you doing? And I didn't realize that he snatched the chain at the same time as he was trying to stab me. In my chest, going for my heart. And then when he realized I'm not bleeding and I didn't drop, he pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger and the gun wouldn't fire. And I was like this. And then I used to watch Ricochet Rabbit back in the day, and I went from side to side running away. My friends already left me. That's why I calmed down with hanging out with friends. If I'm going to do dirt in anything or anybody, I've got to do it by myself because my friends just ran and left me. I remember everybody who left me and didn't fight. I remember everybody. And to this day, me and them hardly talk because I remember what happened. To this day, they don't realize that I held on to that. That wasn't friendship. Nobody was ready to fight and battle with me. But he stabbed me, stabbed my shirt, dropped the knife drop. He pulled out a rusty old gun. It wouldn't shoot. I did the Ricochet Rabbit, ping, 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 and got out the way. They was already gone. They came back to the same place looking for blood and seeing where I was at and see if I was dead. I've been gone. So this is the stories that I got from just trying to express my own self and my little songs back in the day, because every life has its own song. And I believe that I was supposed to wear jewelry because, yeah, I felt royal. I felt like a king back in those days. And because I paid for it and I spent my money on it, I deserve to wear it in school. Flashy. And I remember what type of Shams the Baron shirt I had on. A gray hat, a gray Kango, gray Shams the Baron. I had a gray Lee jeans and I had gray Kango, a gray Clarks at that time, gray Clarks. I remember what I had on that time. But the Creator had something for me. The Creator had something for me to do. That was when I was 16, 15, 16. But the Creator had something for me to do. Creator had something for me to do. And this is why I'm here today. We all got a story. Are you willing to tell your story? Yes, it was divine intervention. Believe me, I know, girl. Yes, it was divine intervention, man. Yes, it was divine intervention. Yes, wow. I'm to this day, tears still well up in my eyes. I'm not going to release the tears, but I remember that clearly and vividly. And how many of you have gone through similar interventions or different interventions that you know that you're here for a reason? Put the number 9 in the chat. You know you're here for a reason. Because you've been through some ish. No, I never had no raccoon hat. No, I didn't do all that. I didn't have the raccoon hat, Brother Muhammad. I did not have no raccoon hat. I had the Kango. I had the Kango hat. I still wear Kango now. I got a green one now, but I had a gray Kango. I never forget that Kango. A raccoon hat. I ain't doing raccoon hat, sir. No, sir. No. I was cool. I was in Brooklyn, remember? Oh, my goodness. Big up to everybody that's putting those nines. So when I go back, that's why I teach these lessons, to remind you of who you are in connection with these words like life and song. That's why I teach these lessons. Just as every song adds something special to the world, so does every life. Embracing your unique song means living in alignment, authenticity, and purpose. Embracing your unique song means living in alignment with your truth, your gift, and spiritual path. Just as every song adds something special to the world, so does every life. Your life is special, family. Remember that song, that reggae song? Life is what you make it. Oh, darling, my dear, try and make it. I know that you will. Ragamuffin love, come give me the ragamuffin love. Big up to my peoples from Thorough Black Talk, Tad, Keisha, Ashe, brother Ashe, and all of them radio. Make sure y'all check them out. Big them up all the time. You got to keep on, and if your song hasn't resonated yet, go listen to other songs that will trigger you in a righteous way to sing your song. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the groove. Those type of songs keep me moving. Life is what you make it, the song I just sang. Songs by Roy Ayers, who I've worked with at SOBs years ago. Songs by Frankly Very, Before I Let Go. Love is a Message. Those type of songs help to stimulate my DNA and my RNA to say, yo, I need to produce something. I need to write something. I need to not give up. Ain't no stopping us now. I listen to that regularly when you're going through any form of possible depression. Love is a Message. I listen to it regularly. I listen to Bob Marley, One Love regularly. I listen to soca music regularly. Just to keep my vibe and my energy up so I can continue to teach and guide and show people that numbers are connected to every science. And you are living mathematics. You are living numbers. 32 teeth. Two lungs, one heart, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils. And we all came to use this. And we came to all interact and interdependently work with each other. Whatever motivates you to be your best, use it. Because like I said, the old saying is, the world needs your unique gift. Don't leave with them inside of you. You know how many people, like I said, go to the grave without ever showing their gift? One of my great-grandfathers wanted to be an artist and travel the world. He never got to do that. But yet he shared that with a medium that I talked to, Miss Blue, that he always wanted to do art. My other grandfather, he was a contractor, but he said he always wanted to teach. When I interviewed my grandfather, he said that. And what's so crazy, let me tell y'all what's so crazy about that. Let me say something real quick. My grandfather lived right near the entrance of Ensom City in Spanish Town, Jamaica, right? Not too far from Flatbridge and all of those Jamaicans who know that area in Spanish Town on Brunswick Road, not too far from the Esso gas station. My grandfather wanted to be a teacher. He was born September 9th, the same day as Amy. September 9th, 1909. My grandfather told me when I did the interview, he always wanted to be a teacher. But he was a contractor, well-known and well-respected contractor throughout Spanish Town and Kingston and those places. So people, referrals and all that, he had worked through referrals and all that. Built my aunt's house. He built my aunt's midwifery and all of that stuff in Jamaica, my grandfather. Born September 9th. And you know who else was born September 9th? Amy. Kentucky Fried Chicken. The guy who started Kentucky Fried Chicken. So you're supposed to be doing some great shit. You're playing games. Dr. Farrah Gray, Dr. Khalid Muhammad's millionaire son. Dr. Farrah Gray, who wrote the book Realinaire. Go get that book, Amy. Realinaire by Dr. Farrah Gray. Go get that book. You know, Color Curiosity is putting in the wrong number. Somebody else have to correct her. Jesus Christ. Color Curiosity, come on now. Stay focused. Got people putting in the wrong, have to correct you. Andy correcting you on my number. Gosh. My goodness. It is what it is. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, Andy G. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, she probably doing something. I don't know. But that is my number. Those who want to text me your full name, date of birth, 3 or 749-61022. And those who want to text me via what you call it? Via WhatsApp. Also, you can text me via WhatsApp if you want to book a session with me. But thank you very much, Andy. I got a wise audience that be looking out for me. Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 347-496-1022. You know what I'm saying? So my grandfather wanted to be a teacher, and when he transitioned and when the place was sold, you know that area became a school, a technical school. And my grandfather was very technical because he was a contractor that knew how to build stuff and all that. That same house, that same area where he was at, 5 Brunswick Road or 5 Brunswick Avenue in Spanish Town, Jamaica, is now a school. And my grandfather said he always wanted to teach. How ironic is that? How? It's not a coinky-dink. It's not a coinky-dink. He always wanted to teach. And then when he transitioned and my family sold that house to the school, it became a technical school right there. Anybody that's in Spanish Town right now, 5 Brunswick Road or 5 Brunswick Avenue, right near the Seventh-day Adventist Church, right between the Seventh-day Adventist Church and the gas station in Epsom City, that is now a technical school. I can't make this up. So family, if you ain't gonna do it, somebody else or some other vibration is going to take over and do it for you. Because remember, the brain is a transmitter and a receiver. So whatever you put out in the universe, my grandfather put out, he wanted to be a teacher, but he was too old back that time. He was like 90, 89 when I asked him that question. He transitioned at 103, going on 104. So my grandfather, he said he wanted to be a teacher. He said, I always wanted to teach, I always wanted to teach. That's what my grandfather said to me at 89, 90 years of age. And when he transitioned 10 to 13 years later, after he told me that, there's a school where his house was. I can't make this up because the voice is the transmitter. With the brain, it's transmitted into the universe. And look at what happened after he's gone. The universe manifests as a school in the same area. This is not a joke, family. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. A technical school at that. And he was very technical. He was still doing plumbing into his 9900, checking around the house, making sure. To this day, I walk around the house to make sure there's no possums or no things crawling up or no unfamiliar holes, checking around to make sure things looking right and all that, just in case when the owner comes, we talk about what's happening here or what's happening there, what needs to be done. No rush, but we want to make sure things are in order. So going back to the lesson, family. Just as every song adds something special to the world, so does every life. Number 3, connection through vibration. In spiritual terms, everything is vibration and frequency. And your song interacts with others, creating harmony and dissonance. So understand, if you create with others interdependently, the body has all these different organs that are all working for the one body because they're singing and interacting and creating harmony or dissonance in the body. And you got to understand the importance of how important it is that you tell your song. That you tell your song, because the word dissonance means a lack of harmony among musical notes. Can be, it can, but unless you want to make it, it's up to you if you want it to harmonize or you don't want to harmonize. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your job. Again, your song interacts with others, creating either harmony or dissonant. Dissonant means disharmony. It's up to you. When you live with love and intention, you raise the frequency of your personal song and inspire others. Think about that. Think about that last part. When you live with love and happiness, hey, love and intention, hey. Sometimes you do right, sometimes you do wrong. Hey, bum, 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 boom, 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 boom. When you live with love and intention, you raise the frequency of your personal song and inspire others. When I said I love numerology and I came with it with intentions, I created numerovation, which means motivating you with your numbers. I'm not stepping in anybody's name, in anybody's lane with gematria or Kabbalah. I'm not doing that. I'm staying in my lane. Because I can make these words sing, and the numbers connected to them. I can make a song out of them. I can make a song out of them. When you see the word life and it adds up to 23 or it adds up to a 17, the song is that you're supposed to leave a legacy. The song is that you're supposed to be a royal lion or lioness of your life, so you can expand and grow through compassion and jovial and happiness. The song is the power number 13. When you look at the hidden numbers between 5 and 8, adds up to the number 13, which is the number of creativity and expansion. But it takes discipline to live your life to the highest level of the number 9, which is the consonant, and then using the portal of the number 11, which is the 11 is the equilibrium between the spiritual and the physical realm. 1 + 1 = 2 brings balance. When 9 and 2 come together, the secret hidden number of this word life is the spiritual 11. The portal again comes into existence. There's a portal that shows up. Song adds up to 19. 19 is the number of the sun, which say you're supposed to shine light of your life through a song. Because everybody got their own song. Everybody has their own song. Then it adds up to the number 10. So if you're singing your song appropriately, starting it and finish it and doing what you got to do, it adds up to the number 10, which is the wheel of fortune. And the wheel of fortune can be both good or evil, bad or good. So you can sing a bad song or a good song. It's up to you what you want to do. 19 is going to reveal it in order for you to get the wheel of fortune energy, which is the leadership number. And whatever. That's why there's many people that singing songs. It could be bad and they could be good. But the sun 19 is going to reveal what it is. Lead it to the wheel of fortune. And you could be fortunate in doing evil or doing good. Because 10, that wheel of fortune energy, is one of those numbers that can give off that. Because remember, if you read my book, Numerovational for Mental Stability, the number 10 is the symbol of complete evolution. Manifestation on a higher phase of evolution. But again, that number 10 in tarot is high level of honor and respect in any field they choose, but their name can be known for positive and negative. Your song can be known for positive and negative. Y'all don't get me though. Y'all ain't getting me though. Y'all don't understand me though. That I'll show you how the vibrations and the mathematical frequencies connected to each word helps to tell the story about the word, help to tell the story about your name. Your name, if your name add up to a 23 or 17 or 19 or 18, it's a song that is telling me. It's a story that is given to me. The number 18 is the symbol of the material side, striving to destroy the spiritual side. And we know this has happened in song and music over the years. The spiritual side striving to destroy the physical side or the material side or vice versa. 18 is that symbol. 18 is also the symbol of the moon in tarot, which can depict deception or unforeseen perils. However, many concealed things are to be learned even by those who are already advanced on the path. So that 1 represents creativity, 8 represents recognizing assets and liabilities, and then it adds up to the 9. To the highest level of the 9 is humanity and service. So when you sing a song, you're supposed to be of service, or it could be the destructive 9. The warring 9, the contentious, the argument 9. 9 and 6 are the sexual numbers. So it can be highly sexual songs that you're singing, highly destructive songs you're singing, or you could be service, humanity, or higher levels of understanding you could be singing through your song. Also, I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, like David Levy would say. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And when you become true to your own song, then you will make money from your song. You'll get support from your song. You'll be guided by your song. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm not new. Believe me when I say this. Believe me. Big up to Goddess. Big up to I am _ Muse Photography. Big up to Candy CD. Big up to everybody on Instagram. Got to shout them out also. Make sure they know that I am acknowledging them. So again, number 3, connection through vibration. In spiritual terms, everything is vibration and frequency, and your song interacts with others, creating harmony or dissonance, which is disharmony. And when you live with love and intention, you raise the frequency of your personal song and inspire others. You inspire the world. That's why Beyonce can inspire the world. That's why Whitney Houston inspired the world. That's why Michael Jackson inspired the world. That's why they inspired the world. That's why Bob Marley, to this day, still in the top 10s of the of iTunes. To this day, inspiring the world with One Love and Exodus and all of those great songs. But again, people can also bring about the negative and inspire people also to be more negative or to be this, or, it's the duality. We still have to acknowledge the duality. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Big up to people like Rosalind Hunt, who just texted me. She must be tuning in. What's up? Yes, sing your song. Sing your song, family. Sing your song. If you understand and understand what I'm saying, please put the number 6 in the chat. If you understand and understand what I'm saying, please put the number 6 in the chat. That's right, seeker. That's right, seeker of self. That's right. That's right. Thank you very much for the 6. Put the 6 in the chat, because 6 represents balance, harmony, truth, justice, reciprocity, and healing on the positive. On the negative, 6 represents hard-headedness. Hard-headedness, destructive, unbalanced, unharmonizing. There's a duality to all of it. So again, those that are new to my channel, the Ministry of Numerovation, King Simon presents the Ministry of Numerovation. And I also have an independent channel called the Ministry of Numerovation, which this is broadcasting on, but I keep it private and share those links with other, keep it there until I'm ready to activate that a little more. Understand, this is a ministry. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a pastor. I am just your brother trying to share what I've become proficient in. And I'm still learning. It's nonstop studying. People don't realize I'm nonstop in studying. Nonstop. Before I go to bed, I'm always studying. Throughout the day, I'm always looking at patterns, cycles, and sequences. Even when I watch movies and television, I'm looking at these things. When I check out celebrity bull crap that's going on, celebrity advancement that's going on, things that's happening in the world with even what's going on in Egypt today. Big up to Billy Carson, because this book here, he done wrote about whatever they talking about right now, 10 years ago. He already wrote about that stuff. Emerald Tablet. Big up to Billy Carson. It feels good when when you're vindicated for certain things that you do. I know Billy is really celebrating. Big up to Billy all the time. Big up to Billy all the time. Whatever they coming out with, remember, and most of the stuff that people come out with now and discoveries, like I said in one of my lessons, if you watch one of my lessons about discovering, I taught a whole lesson on that and you could go to my membership for that. Go to my membership. I taught a whole lesson around that whole situation from my perspective, because anytime discoveries are coming up in any part of the world, you got to find out what you need to discover for yourself, because especially melanated, deeply melanated, because everybody got melanin, but deeply melanated people. Dr. Valentine said on Hidden Colors, the deeper we dig, the darker the world gets. In other words, the more melanin you're going to see, that you're going to see the brilliance of melanated people doing their thing. You're going to see the brilliance of melanated people, even if they go underwater and dig up pyramids and dig up Lemuria or dig up Atlantis. People feel that they're not real or not. No, they're real. There's things underground that under this water, under this landmass that we might not know about, in the earth, all of that. That's what that movie Core with Delroy Lindo. That movie Core. Go watch that old movie Core. I don't know if it's on YouTube. Go watch that old movie Core. That old movie called Core. They've been digging for years. All this is it's just like those who grew up with Dick Tracy, with the camera phone and the TV on your wrist. They got it now. They've been thinking about that. They've been had it. Maxwell Smart, the phone shoe and the cane shoe and all that, the cane phone and all that kind of stuff. They've been had it in the CIA building and the FBI. They got a whole museum about it. They've been had it. Been had it. Even what they finding in the pyramids right now, that been there. They already knew. They just couldn't excavate it. They didn't understand it. Now they're figuring it out now, and still they not gonna understand a lot of that stuff. Yeah, my brother Billy Carson is my man. I'm gonna have him on my show too, probably next week, to keep on pushing this teachings that he's been teaching from this book. Matter of fact, I'm selling these books right now. I'm selling these books, so I have like a good 10 of them left. So if you ain't got this book and you live in America, because I think since the tariff and all that stuff, they're charging too much, but I'm selling the Emerald tablets. Matter of fact, 2 books for the price of one. No, 2 books for at least for less the price. I got that in the Humanity book. That's a good book to have also. So if anybody's interested in buying the books from me, hey, I got them. If not, I'll go to an event, sell them or something, whatever. Although I don't like vending like that anymore, but it's all good. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Oh, so all right, we about an hour and 16 minutes in. We ain't even finished the lessons. I haven't even really gone to the board like I want to. But again, you seen I broke it down real quick what it is. I got no problems with that board, but the lessons was written out last night, and it's very important. All right, so the physical perspective, going back to the lesson, physical perspective. Individuality in action. Physically, your life expresses itself through your voice, choices, talents, and personality. Physically, your life expresses itself through your voice, talking, blah, 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 choices we make in life, talents that we have, you know how to sing, you know how to dance, whatever, and your personality. That's why in numerology, the date that you're born is called your personality number. In the words or your name, when you add it all up, it's called your expression. But when you add the consonants, that's the personality of the name itself. So when you see, let's say your name is life. This part of your name, the consonants, the L, the F, which adds up which is a 3 and a 6, is what we call your personality. The expression, all of it, this is called, when you add all of it up, that's called your expression. When you add just the vowels of it, that's called the soul urge, or the inner aspect of you. And the consonant is called the outer aspect of you, your personality of that particular name or word. In the Chaldean, the same thing. Chaldean, this is the Pythagorean on top. This is the Chaldean, which is the oldest of the two systems. So the consonants of this particular word is 11. The vowel is the number 6. The expression is 17. So what is this, the story that they're telling you in the Chaldean? The portal of the equilibrium, learning how to bring the equilibrium of the physical world to the spiritual and vice versa. That is the outer expression of it. So in life, that's what you have to learn to do. The vowels add up to 6. Bringing balance in your life. The expression adds up to 17. Being creative and being deep, as far as deeply introspective with the number 7. And then it leads to the number 8, recognizing what are assets and liabilities in your life. I'm telling you the story. Even your name tells that type of story. Every word tells us a story. And you see these things in triangles. Those are the secret hidden meaning that probably I'm the only one that do it, because my spirit says do it. I add the 5 plus the 8, and that represents the hidden alignment number, or the hidden number between it. So 5 plus 8 equals 13, which is a number of power and dominance. In order for your life to be powerful and dominate in a disciplinary manner. In a disciplinary manner. So again, that 23, 5, which deals with adaptability and the freedom you need to have. And the 8, dealing with discipline and order and recognizing assets and liabilities in your life, adds up to 13, which is the creative, expressive number of power and dominance. But if you don't use it correctly, it can wreak havoc in your life because you're lacking discipline. And the 4 is one of the disciplinary numbers. It tells a story. That's what I try to explain to people. Your name, all your names, your first, your middle, your last name, your spiritual name, your Muslim name, your Hebrew name, your whatever name, your nickname tells a story if you're constantly using it. And that's what they constantly know you as. Then you become part and parcel with that vibration that your name is connected to through the numbers. And then I use the interpretations of thousands of years now to pull out what we need to give you guidance. And if you accept it, it's up to you, because everybody have willpower, and some people are that afraid of who they are and what they're supposed to do in this realm. And that's why many people go to their grave and don't reveal. And Les Brown taught about that years ago. And I've said it on this platform. Imagine yourself in a hospital or in your house on your deathbed. And you're in between the astral realms right now on your deathbed, and all of your gift, talents, and skills and your ancestors surround you and say, look, we came to you and you didn't use us. What you gonna say? You're about to transition. You're about to transition from one realm to another, and all your gift, all your talents, all your skills, all your ancestors come to you with tears in their eyes because you didn't use the gift, talents, and skills that you were given. Think about that, because it will come down to that for a lot of us. All the stuff that you didn't remember and all that will come back to your memory. All the things that you possibly could have done will come back to your memory. That's why I don't push, and I won't tell people to unalive themselves or commit that. And that's punking out when you really need to find out why you're here. Because I almost unalived or stepped out, removed myself from this realm. Before I even wrote or did anything on any stage, I could have been just a figurine or a picture on my mother's mantle at the age of 8 years of age. I almost went down that road. Got the cut on my wrist to prove it. The little mark is still on my wrist to prove that I tried to do it. Still there. Don't do it to yourself, family. Every life has its own song. Go sing your song, man. Go sing your song, really and truly. And I hope this helps a lot of you. Please support the channel, man. If I'm saying anything, donate with love through Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal. It's all pinned to the top of the link. Venmo, Zelle, my new Cash App with my son, you know, it's there. Support the channel. If this means anything to you, you know, spread love, because the more you circulate, the more it comes back to you, because it's all about circulate. Don't spend money on me. Circulate money with me. Circulate your funds with me. Circulate to the channel so we can keep on doing what we doing for our people. You know, I'm not here to build no city, although I will help with those who want. I'm not here to buy no land to build a whole community and be a leader of nothing. My job is to help motivate you with your numbers and show you that this stuff is real if you put it to work. Like Bob Marley used to say, why, anything can work, you know, Skip. Anything can work. Bob Marley said that. Anything can work, and he made anything, no matter what he was going through back in his day, no matter what he went through in Jamaica, being born in a small island, or what they consider a small island. But that small island did some big things, to the point that there's people all over the world that know Jamaica, that want to travel to Jamaica because they want to find out what the heck, how are they producing all this music and this stuff in Jamaica? All this revolution in Jamaica. All this, you know, gal lyrics in Jamaica. How come Jamaica, what's that? The Hussein Bolts of Jamaica, and the Bob Marleys of Jamaica, and the Jimmy Cliffs, and the Desmond Deckers, and the Dennis Browns, and the Marcia Griffiths, and the J.A. Rogers from Jamaica, and the people. How are they doing this? This little island, the Marcus Garvey. Don't forget Garvey. Don't forget. How are they doing it? This little island. Yo, we as Americans, because Jamaica and all the Caribbeans are part of the Americas, right on this side. That's all South America, North America, Canada. All of this is all Americas. All of this is all Americas. Because if you, like I said to somebody, if you removed all the water on Earth, you'll see the connection. If you remove all the water on Earth, you will see the connection between all of the land masses. You'll see it. Even from here to Africa and Europe and India and all that, you'll see all of the connections. You'll see it. Remove all the water. Imagine you being able to remove all the water, and we keep on forgetting, like, underwater, there's still land underwater. It's not just pure water all the way through the planet. It's land that the water is resting on this planet. People keep on forgetting. People forget. I don't forget. So, going back to the lessons, individuality in action. Physically, your life expresses itself through your voice, choices, talents, and personality. Your song is seen in the way you move, speak, create, and connect with others. Number 2, body and emotion respond like music. Woo! Sometimes I got to step back and kiss myself writing stuff like this late at night. Body and emotions respond like music. I do have a template that I write. You notice, if y'all notice, I write in a certain template. But I made sure I have a template, and then I write around that template that I have. Like music, your physical state responds to emotion, environment, and energy. When you live your truth, your body feels lighter, more alive, and aligned. When you suppress your song, stress and tension builds up. You ever, I remember stress and tension building up at a funeral while I was singing a song. I was singing a song at my aunt's funeral, my Aunt Tiny, because she used to love Dennis Brown. And I was singing If I Follow My Heart. But because of, and I could see what this meant, what this portion of this lesson mean. When you live your truth, your body feels lighter, more alive and aligned. When you're suppressed, when you suppress your song, stress and tension, and because I was so upset and crying over my aunt who passed on, I suppressed the song because I couldn't even sing it. It was trying to come through my throat, and I could feel the stress of it coming out and the tension building up, because it's not that I was suppressing it purposefully. It's just that I'm burying my aunt. It's like, yo, if I follow my heart, I'm going to love you, love you, love you. And if I follow my dreams, I'm singing this song, and it couldn't come out the way I wanted. But if I follow my eyes when it's crying time, I'll be crying. Oh, baby. Because she loved it so much. She loved Dennis Brown music. He was an Aquarius just like us. He's born February 6th. I was born this February 1st. Dennis Brown was born February 1st. Man, it's powerful. So you got to be careful to suppress your song. Now, sometimes you suppress your song emotionally due to hurt and pain, or people lost, and you want to sing, especially if you sing it at people's funeral and you really care about that person in the coffin. Sometimes you start welding up, and some people can't talk and cry. You start crying. Number 3, health and harmony. Taking care of your body helps you sing your life's song more clearly. Through balanced emotions, clear thinking, and peaceful living. Think about what I just said here. Taking care of your body helps you sing your life song more clearly. So health is also a part of the song. Right thinking and peaceful living is a part of the song. Living in tune with yourself brings both joy and wellness. Living in tune with yourself brings about joy and wellness, family. Stay in tune. Stay in tune with your heartbeat. If you have to go buy a stethoscope and listen to your heartbeat. The first person that introduced me to a stethoscope was my grandmother. Go get one. Listen to your heart. Boom, 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 boom. I used to love that song. Heartbeat, you make me feel so weak. Heartbeat, you make me feel. Listen to your heart. Living in tune with yourself brings both joy and wellness. And if you're afraid to listen to your heart, put the stethoscope at your pulse near your at the bottom of your hand. Listen to your pulse and make a beat from there, and stay in tune with it. Final thoughts before I close out, family. Final thoughts. Let me say this before I close out, family. Remember, support the channel, and please like, subscribe, and share with family and friends. I don't want no people that's not on their spiritual journey. Family and friends on a spiritual journey, and thumb up this broadcast. Like, subscribe, share with family and friends on a spiritual journey. Because if they're on a spiritual journey, that means they're open to the energetic connection that spirit is energy. They'll understand that numbers is a vibration and it can help guide you. And like I always say, numbers did not come here to control you. They came here to guide you like a GPS. Like I always say. And sometimes people know their way on their own. That's good. But if you need to consult the numbers, or you need to consult cosmophysics with my brother Raku, or you need to consult astrologers, other astrologers, because he is an astrologer, but he calls his own system cosmophysics. If you need to consult I Ching and other spiritual and religious practices, like even in Islam, I did Sufi. I did the Sufi order. So I had to call one of my cousins and ask him, yo, you have any of those books? Because I remember the chants and the prayers and the meditations that I did in it. The mirror magic that we did back in the day. I remember those things when I was 17, 18 years of old in Islam. Because the spiritual aspect of Islam that practice the deeper spiritual is the Sufis. And I'm still a Sufi. Just want to remind every beautiful person out there, respect your elders. Before I give y'all my last thoughts, respect your elders. Sometimes elders like as I'm going into my eldership more. I'm 2 years from 60 years of age, 2 years. I'll be 60 and I'm still happy and smiling in 2 years. Big up to Brother Rich who wants to do that thing in Egypt. Yeah, I want to go. In 2 years, I want to go to Egypt in my 60th birthday. Why not? And we do what Kanye West did on that airplane. However you don't want it, however do you need it, however do you want it. I'll sing, girl. I'll sing, boys. I'll sing. But remember, respect your elders, because when an elder dies, a library burns to the ground. It's an old African proverb. When an elder dies, a library burns to the ground. I think I'm going to have to do a numerology breakdown on these words right here. When an elder dies, a library burns down to the ground. You know? And remember, family, please join my membership. A lot of the stuff is uploaded to my membership. This one I might keep in the regular public, but a lot of my stuff is uploaded to my membership. So join the membership. It's only $9.99 per month. That's it. And you get to watch as much as you want. I got 1,000 videos, man. I got 1,000 videos. I'm not joking. Remember, every Tuesday we do what we call Today's Consciousness. This Tuesday coming up, we have our brother Shabazz. Brother Shabazz will be with us on Tuesday, April the 1st. And if you're in New York, my dear Queen, Mother, Empress, Queen of Four will be at Nicholas Brooklyn on 1396 Fulton Street. Give them a call at 718-858-4400 for more information. It's only $25 entry free, and I know Queen is going to bring it like it's hot as usual. If you want to register, make sure you go to nicholasbrooklyn.com. That's at nicholasbrooklyn.com. She's going to be doing something special. Big up to Queen. She went back to New York. She lived back in Brooklyn, so y'all get to experience Queen of Four full-fledged. That's where she was raised. That's where she was born. Big up to Queen of Four. And remember, Abundance Child, starting Thursday, every Thursday, Abundance Child Live is going to be on fire. Big up to her on WJBSradio.com. And remember, 3rd annual Forbidden Knowledge. I will be on the red carpet doing my thing, interviewing people, regular people, and stars. Usually it's me and my Gemini partner, the one, the only, Nikki Shepherd. Well, she's married now. She got a new name. I forgot her husband's new name. So I know Nikki will be there on the carpet with me. And make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Dr. Valentine has been nominated. Sanguru have been nominated. Reverend Michael Beckwith and Sarah Beckman. But you're going to get all of the nomination if you text this particular number at 888-609-3975. Make sure you vote. Vote for Baba, Phil, Valentine, Brother Rich, whoever's on there. I know 19 Keys. Aaron Lyons is also nominated. Go ahead and show some love, all right? On that note, let me finish this off. My final words, final thought. Every life has its own song. It's a reminder that each individual's journey is uniquely their own, with its own sound, melody, harmony, and rhythm. Just as a song is a form of self-expression, our lives are a reflection of our choices, values, and passions. This quote encourages us to embrace our individuality, find harmony in our experiences, and create a life that resonates with our true selves. By recognizing that every life has its own song, we're inspired to live authentically, cherish every moment, and contribute our unique melody to the grand symphony of human experience. It's very important. Note, every life is a song composed by the soul. Spiritually, it's your purpose and energy. Physically, it's your presence and expression. When you honor your creative song, your voice, and live it fully, you become a medley or a melody the world needs to hear. Let me say that last part again. When you honor your creative song, your voice, and live it fully, you become a melody the world needs to hear. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. Remember, also go to my Linktree/King Simon, the Numerovator, if you want to get all of my links and all of my books and everything else, my classes, my courses. My course on Udemy is through my Linktree also. Family, this has been beautiful. This has been beautiful. I really enjoyed this today. Although I had to go run some errands and all that kind of stuff earlier today, I really enjoyed this. And again, please support the channel. Support the channel. We're doing some healing work. We're doing healing work. Dr. Khalid taught us in the class that we are all at different intervals of our life, or different things can bring it up. We are all saints, saviors, soldiers, scholars, healers, and killers. I'm in my healing segment right now. I'm honestly in my healing segment right now. Honestly, I'm in my healing segment. And I'm loving the healing. Now, it don't mean that I'm not training as a soldier. It don't mean I'm not training to be a killer if I have to. Don't mean I'm not still studying to be that scholar and that saint, soldier, scholar, healer, and killer. Saint, savior, soldier, scholar, healer, and killer. Don't mean that I hope that whatever I give to you is saving you in some capacity. Some young people, some older person, whoever it is, whoever gets it. I hope it saved you in some way, because the elders saved me, the elders that have passed on, and there's still elders alive today that saved me with their words, with what I watch on YouTube, or whether I'm reading their books and all that. The new elders, the young brothers that are teaching, the young scholars are also helping me, the Bedells of the world. Billy Carson is younger than me. Brother Rich is younger than me. Red Pill and Blue Pill younger than me, but I get wisdom and knowledge from them. Akiba Line, Abundance Child, Paris, younger than me, but I get wisdom from them too. I listen to the young because it helps me to build up the understanding algorithm, within me to pick up on what they're doing and what they're saying, so I can talk to my own children, even though two of my daughters might not be talking to me at this time, but it's all right, because Like Dr. B said, and this is what all of us have to learn to do. Like Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. I live by that saying more now than ever, because whether they're not talking to me or not, for whatever reason, because I know I ain't do no craziness to them, I've never molested them, I never hurt them, I wasn't there. Yes, I wasn't there. I was chasing entertainment, and I understand that's what I was doing, to make money, to live. But if you're not willing to know my story as much as I'm willing to learn your story and know your story, then, hey, the only thing I can do is forgive myself first because of what I was doing back in them days, and forgive my family, my children, my mother, my father, and all these people, and others, friends and people that may have tried to hurt me or don't want to talk to me for their imperfection and my imperfection in this realm. And be thankful for life, because every day you get a chance, as you raise up out of that spiritual realm, as that recorded realm, out of that astral realm, every day you get a chance to make a new, do something new, be better. Because that's all, like Dr. Africa used to say, that's all we can do is be better. Be better. Be better. Dr. Africa used to say, do your best, King. Do your best. Especially in this society. Do your best. And I listen to that. Again, family, I want to thank each and every one of you. Make sure y'all get my workbooks, volume 1. Each one of my workbooks have applicable assignments. This one has the more simpler assignments where you're just writing paragraph or you're writing an essay. The other one here has more extensive homework assignments. You can choose which one, or you can get both of them. One is for $5.55. The other one is $7.99. And you could also get my books on ebooks. If you don't want to buy the solid books on Amazon, you could also get them and get them on ebook. I'll send you the ebooks, and hey, you can get these books and study them also. All my books are here to study. Even my children book in the red, Let We Tell a Story. It's a history book it's a small little history book for children born between 4 and 8 years of age, or 4 and 10 years of age. It's a history book because it's based off of my reggae song that taught history in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, called Black and White Story. That red book right there. You can go to my Amazon and all that, get the book for the children, let them look at the beautiful colors. You see the colors and the vibrancy of that color. It's all throughout the whole book. You can get my books on Amazon, especially this one, because this is a love letter for people that are going through mental imbalances sometimes and need to stabilize it. This book right here. And right now I still have some books that I can sign and send to you, but it's only for those in the United States right now, because they're charging too much to send it to Canada and Jamaica and all these places. So those that are in the United States want a signed copy, just make sure you text me that you want a signed copy, and I will send you the payment info so you can do it. But if you live outside of the United States, go to Amazon and get all my books on Amazon. Okay? And if you want to take my course, my introductory course is on Udemy, udemy.com/course/holistic numerovation. Go get the course. And big up to my moderator in the building, Color Curiosity. She's multitasking right now, so make sure y'all support her. Holistic interior design, feng shui /per unk, wardrobe, color specialist. She can help you feng shui your life and per unk your life. Call that number and make sure y'all follow her. I see her numbers are going up on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow her and subscribe to her YouTube channel by the same name. Big up to Dr. Shakira Moore. She got a new book coming out called The Irish Papers. The Irish Papers. The Irish Papers. The Irish Papers. And you can also book her for some iridology or iridology. Help her out and really support her. Get her product. Go to linktree/holistic healer. And Adara Moselle really is good at moving a lot of energy. She helped me out as a massage therapist. Check out AdaraMoselle.com. I'm going to have another massage therapist advertisement coming up soon. I got to go talk to her. AdaraMoselle.com, AdaraMoselle.com. Please tell her that King Simon sent you if you want to move any negative energy or you're working on it. She could do it via Zoom, and she could do it person. If you're in Atlanta, she could do it person. She got a whole spa. She could help you out. All right. And if you're into martial arts and you want to learn martial arts in any way, my sister here, she could do it over Zoom. She could do it over StreamYard, and she do it eye to eye in Long Beach, California. She had a successful class, about 25 to 30 women. Did the free class yesterday. Man, congratulations, Professor Zahalia. She texted me and told me it turned out to be very good. Women came out. Women want to learn, and children need to learn, and men need to learn how to protect their women if possible. Because if you, hey, look, one thing in the nation, one thing I learned in the nation, and her father's in the nation. Professor Zahelia's father is GM, Grandmaster Urban Muhammad. And one thing, if you got a gun, and if we up on you and we can take that gun, we gonna get that gun belongs to me if you don't know how to use that gun. If you up on me and you don't know how to use that gun correctly, it's gone. It's mine. I let you know that right now. That's how deep it gets with when you know how to do what you're doing. She's been doing it for 25 plus years. She grew up under this system of Sanukas, Ru, Jiu-Jitsu, founded by Dr. Moses Powell, inspired by Professor V. That's right. Professor V is Dr. Moses Powell's teacher. All right. And family, make sure y'all support my son in the Atlanta metro area. Make sure you support him. Pressure wash, car detailing, dumpster wash. And he's a handyman if you want things fixed up. You want to get him through TaskRabbit, or you can get the deal through just calling him and dealing with him directly. He can do it for you. And big up to my son, Prince, who does his thing with the music. Call those numbers right there and leave a message at the voice message one, or go to his Green Studio NYC, the book, whatever, audio book, producing your own music, whatever you want to do, he can help you out with that. All right? So family, you are a wonderful, wonderful energy. I want to thank every one of you for coming on and sharing your energy with me, you know, in whatever you do and however you do it. I want to thank you very much for coming on and sharing your energy with me today. And believe me, this is not, I really value your presence in my life because it helped me to be better. And what I've learned from my elders, it helped that helped me also. And I'm sure it can help you also. You know, whatever I do with numerology and numerovation, if you want to book a session with me, text me your full name, date of birth, and email right now. And I will send you the details so you can have it, at least save it. And then when you're ready to do it, some people pay in increments, some people pay straight up, whatever. But when you're ready to do it, you know, let's line you up. Let's align you. Let's tune you up. Let's make sure everything is all right. Let me tell y'all when I went through with this. And I don't believe it happened. But when I went to the computer that this was on, all of it was deleted. But I don't believe it happened. You know, I know we're in Mercury retrograde. So once I tried to get it back, and it says that the thing is still there, but it wouldn't come up. So I know we're in this thing called Mercury retrograde, and I don't really pay attention to Mercury retrograde until it happens, because I always plan, and I still have things planned out, and still have certain protocols and contingencies just in case it did get erased. I still have it. But if it got erased in this particular computer, then I'm going to have to move and do it all over again as far as the editing is concerned. But I'm praying that when I turn on this computer, and I might not even turn it on until after retrograde, just to save face. Like, yo, I'm not doing this with you today. But it says it was deleted, but I see it still there with the amount of everything. But it may have just vanished until I'm ready, because it's an old computer I did it on, because that's where I usually write all my books, on this older computer and all this stuff. And man, I usually, y'all wouldn't believe what I was thinking like yesterday when I was trying to finish off the 800s and go into the 900s of that book. Woo! But it's there. It's there. It's there. I still got it. That's just that I probably have to copy and paste and do what I got to do to make things happen again. But if it didn't totally get deleted, because whatever is happening, I understand, and I'm not worried about a thing. I'm not worried about a thing. I'm not worried about a thing, family. On that note, family, like I said, Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection. I'm thankful for my life. And remember what Dr. Blair says. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Family, family, family. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Remember, family, I love you because I love me. Take care.
Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it?
Something more white history. Say how they condemn us throughout slavery. They say we were black and very ugly. I lie them are telling of them history. Cause black is beautiful, the whole of them agree. Them come out of the mountains and mix up with seed. Here we go, my friends, in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, black, black. It's white, white, white. But let we tell the story. Yes, it's black, black, black. It's white, white. But let we tell the story. May I go tell you a little truth about the black histories. To the people who can hear and those who can see. We're the first to come up with anatomy. To analyze the truth about we body. We're the first to come up with biology. To analyze the lives in the society. We're the first to come up with Egyptology. To construct the pyramids that you see. We're the first to come up with psychology. To analyze the minds in the vicinity. We're the first to come up with musicology. To put the rhythm in your soul and make it rock steady. Correction, my friends, with the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, black, black. It's white, white, white. But let me tell the story. Yes, it's black, black, black. It's white, white, white. But let me tell the story. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah. Say we have to analyze it. Black and white story in my mind. In my mind. In my mind. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah. Say we have to analyze it. May I go tell you a little something more white history. Say all they condemn us throughout slavery. They say we were black and very ugly. I lie them, I tell enough of them history. Cause black is beautiful, the whole of them agree. They come out of the mountains and mix up with sea. Here we go, my friends, in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, black, black. It's white, white, white. But let we tell the story. Yes, it's black, black, black. It's white, white. But let we tell the story. May I go tell you a little truth about the black history. It's for the people who can hear and those who can see. We're the first to come up with anatomy. To analyze the truth about the way body. We're the first to come up with biology. numerology to analyze the life in our society. We're the first to come up with Egyptology to construct the pyramids that you see. We're the first to come up with psychology to analyze the minds in that vicinity. We're the first to come up with musicology to put the rhythm in your soul and make we rock steady. Correction, my friends, in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, it's white, but let we tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's white, but let we tell the story. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah, say we have to analyze it.
It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now.
Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful, when in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, numeroration, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%, the poor or prosperous righteous teachers. You gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the class.